Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my recommendations for the Sephora sale, and all of the information about the sale is going to be in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. I am very excited because I have some amazing products to share with you, and all of the products that I'm going to share today as my recommendations are products that I've used, tried and tested, and I've been repurchasing some of them. I decided to organize this video by brands, so in the description box you're going to see timestamps of the different brands, and from each brand I'm going to share with you my favorites. Now I'm not going to be sharing all of the brands because I'm only sharing products that I think are absolutely worth the investment. So let's go ahead and get started with Armani. And for Armani I have two recommendations of products that I have been repurchasing, and these are two of my all-time favorites, I would say. And this is the Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani, which is one of my all-time favorite foundations, and the Luminous Silk Concealer. Now I recently repurchased the Luminous Silk Concealer and I'm wearing it in number 3. And I'm gonna start with the concealer because this is a product that I've been using so much, and I repurchased this product recently. So I have a full review in case you're interested, but this is a very moisturizing, very lightweight concealer. So it's not like the Power Fabric Concealer by Giorgio Armani. I like the Power Fabric Concealer, but it is full coverage concealer. This is not a full coverage concealer, but it has the right amount of coverage, and I like the fact that you can use it all over your face if you want to. I think that this is one of my most used concealers because I like to use this concealer all over my face, and because it has the right amount of coverage. I'm usually skipping foundation on a daily basis, and I'm only going to use a little bit of this concealer just around my eyes, a little bit, a few dots on my forehead if I need, and 1 dot on my chin, and that's enough. So let me actually give you a close-up. It looks very cute. And I'm also going to show you the wand, and I literally use this instead of foundation a lot of days, and often I use this instead of foundation. And usually when you use concealer or when you use this kind of product instead of foundation, usually you create the illusion of having very beautiful skin, but at the same time, because you're not using the product all over your face, it usually creates the illusion that you have naturally beautiful skin. So that's why I really like it, and it has, I wouldn't say glowy finish, but it has like natural skin-like finish. And next, moving on to the foundation from the same line, and this is one of my all-time favorite foundations. This is the Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani, and it has very, I would say, light to medium buildable coverage. So I would say it has a glowy finish, but it's not too glowy. It looks more like skin. And it's suitable for all skin types. It's also very suitable for a special occasion foundation because it doesn't emphasize pores, it doesn't emphasize fine lines. It's one of my most favorite foundations. Next, moving on to a Guerlain product, and this is a product that I've been using so much, and I keep recommending this product all the time because it's really good. And this is it's from the summer collection, and it was supposed to be limited edition, but I don't know why it's still available. And I think that if you don't have this highlighter, this is a 3-in-1 highlighter, I think that you should definitely get this, and this is a product that works beautifully and looks beautifully. So this is the highlighter that I'm wearing today on my face, and you can see that it looks very natural. So you can use this on your cheeks, on your face as highlighter, and also on your eyes. I love using this shade in the inner corner of my eyes, and I generally like all of the colors to use them on my eyes and also on my face. The pinkish highlighter is absolutely my favorite, so I have a review on my blog, and you can see swatches in natural light in case you're interested also, but let me show you the colors. So you have a pinkish color, a golden color, and amber. And I'm gonna be swatching these, and these highlighters are so silky smooth, and they have the most beautiful sheen, and you can build up the shine as much as you need. So you can see how it looks on my face. It just catches the light in such a beautiful way. Next, currently at Sephora, I saw that it's available the Guerlain set, which contains the Abeille Royale Double R Renew and Repair Serum, which I have, and I usually buy this set from my local Sephora because I really enjoy this serum. It contains 3 AHA and it gently exfoliates the skin. So this product is good if you have sensitive skin, but you still want to use some gentle active ingredients. Also, I find this serum works really nice on my skin because it contains royal jelly, and generally this is good skincare. On the other hand, it is quite pricey, so keep that in mind if you are on a budget or if you want to save some. It's a really good serum, but also you can find something a lot cheaper. So this is only in case you have the money. And this set usually comes with a few gifts. And you're going to be able to try the Youth Watery Oil from Guerlain and also the Honey Nectar Lotion. These are 2 products that I really enjoy using and I often use in my skincare routines. So in case you want to try that, now is a great time to do it because in the set you're going to get 2 additional products and this is going to be very useful. Moving on to Dior, and I have a few recommendations from Christian Dior, and the first one is a highlighter. A lot of you who have been following me for some time probably know that one of my favorite highlighters, like all-time favorite highlighters, is by Dior, and this is a number 02, and it's a little bit of a pinkish highlighter. I'm going to show you a swatch now. It looks very beautiful, this highlighter, and I'm going to show it actually here. It has a little bit of a pinkish, so it has a little bit of a pinkish tone. I don't know if you can see this. Let me swatch this once again because probably you're not going to be able to see this. Okay, so here we go. I think this is going to be better. So Dior's highlighters are always very creamy and it's very finely milled. And since I already showed you the Guerlain highlighter, if I had to choose between these 2, I would definitely choose the Guerlain highlighter because it has the same very silky texture, but here you're getting 3 products. Still, you're getting 3 different products that you can use on your eyes, and in Dior you're only getting 1 shade. So if I had to choose only one, I was going to go for Guerlain. Next from Dior, I want to recommend one of my all-time favorite foundations, and this is the Dior Backstage Face and Body foundation. I think that this is one of the best foundations that I've used because it looks very natural. It looks exactly like skin. It has buildable coverage, and at the same time it doesn't emphasize pores or fine lines, and this is something that I really enjoy. I don't have it right now, but I have a little sample just to show you how it looks because I had this foundation, but right now I don't have it at the moment. But I'm going to show you, like, it is not too liquidy, I would say, but it just blends so beautifully into the skin. I'm going to show you actually. So this is how the foundation looks, and I would say that it's suitable for all skin types except if you're very dry because it might make your skin a little bit dry if you're very dry. But take a look at that. Like, it's like a professional foundation because can you see how beautifully and effortlessly it blended? It almost works like a serum, so you can use any kind of brush if you want. So the reason why I love this foundation so much is because I can apply it just for 1 minute, as if I'm applying my moisturizer. You can just rub it with your hands into your face and it gives such a beautiful and flawless finish. So this is a really good foundation that I have to repurchase. And the finish of this foundation is natural. It looks exactly like skin. Recently Dior came out with 3 new Face Glow Backstage palettes, which I've shown already in a video, and I've shown you how they look on my face. So in case you want to try them, I would say that they are very good quality. My favorite is the palest one, the rose one, the rose gold, but also there is yellow gold and there is also a beautiful bronzy copper gold Dior Backstage palette. In case you're interested, I have a video and I'm going to have a link in the description box below. The copper gold palette looks very beautiful on the eyes. but if you have deeper to medium to dark skin tone, I think it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. Next, moving on to one of my most repurchased, actually to my most repurchased loose powder, and this is Prisma Libre. I know that I'm mentioning this powder in a lot of my videos, but it's just my most used and my most repurchased powder. So I love mousseline pastel. I also wear satin blanc, but I prefer mousseline pastel from this powder. There are different shades available, but I like to apply this powder with wet beauty blender and just press it into the face, and that's how it helps me to kind of erase pores, and it gives me a very flawless complexion. Next, I have 3 eyeshadow palettes by Tom Ford, and I think that Tom Ford's eyeshadows are very high quality. I recently recommended these for the Beautylish sale, for the Beautylish gift card event, and I'm still recommending these because I think that they are exceptional quality. And in case you're interested and in case you like the color story of any of these 3 palettes, I have a lot of Tom Ford palettes, but I'm only recommending the ones that I absolutely love and enjoy. So I have Honeymoon and Suspicion and Nude Dip. So all 3 are exceptional quality, and I think that all 3 deserve to be part of anyone's luxury makeup collection. But I think that each of these 3 palettes is absolutely worth the investment. They are not new. They are products that are part of Tom Ford's permanent makeup collection, permanent makeup line. But I think that each of these palettes is absolutely worth the investment. About Dior, I just forgot that I have a product that I actually wanted to recommend, and this is one of my favorite foundations by Dior and a product that I like to use a lot. And this is, I only have the refill now. This is the cushion foundation, and this is the Dior Perfect Cushion. It has an SPF 50 PA+++, and this is a very light foundation. Unfortunately, right now I only have the refill, and this is a cushion that has skincare benefits in it. I would recommend this to anyone who has sensitive skin. If you don't like a lot of coverage, it has light coverage, but it really has SPF 50. Of course, you have to wear additional dedicated SPF underneath, but I think this is a great topper if you have sensitive skin. Moving on to an eyeshadow palette from NATASHA Denona, and this is the Mini Glam palette, and it's, I think, my favorite, my all-time favorite NATASHA Denona palette, the Mini Glam palette. The reason why I love it is because it has kind of metallic, intense metallic shades, and it has also 2 matte colors, and I think that this palette is beautiful. It has a transition shade, and it has also a deeper matte shade, and you can create so many different looks with this eyeshadow palette. I know that it's not new, but I think that this is one of the products in my makeup collection that I cherish the most, mainly because the quality is great, and also I like the color story of this eyeshadow palette. I also have one primer to recommend, and this is the only primer that I use sometimes from time to time. Like, I usually don't use primers on my face, but when I use or when I need some extra help, the only primer that I use, and I have it in a travel size bottle, actually I have it in the smallest size bottle because I very rarely use primers, but this one is really good, and this is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, and you only need a little bit. Now it has SPF 15, but don't rely on SPF in these products. You only need a little bit. So some people might complain that this primer actually looks white on the face. It will look white if you apply too much. So you only need this much for your face, and just apply it strategically, like on the parts of your face that need a little bit of blurring. For example, here, around here, on the places where your skin is generally going to get oily throughout the day, and only in the places where you need a little bit of a blur. Don't use it like foundation. It's not meant to be used all over your face, but if you use it correctly, I think that you're going to be very happy with the performance of this primer, and it really makes the foundation last a lot longer. Moving on to Charlotte Tilbury, and I have one eyeshadow palette in particular to recommend, and this is the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize eyeshadow palette, which is the one that I'm currently wearing in this video, and I find that this is probably my favorite, one of my favorite holiday releases. This is actually something like a holiday, pre-holiday release of Charlotte Tilbury, because she released a lot of other palettes, but I think that this one is absolutely worth the investment. If you don't have these colors, I know that a lot of you may have some of the big palettes of Charlotte Tilbury and probably it's not worth the investment for you. But if you don't have, I am really enjoying this eyeshadow palette and I find myself reaching for this eyeshadow palette so often, more often than any of my other eyeshadow palettes, because the colors are beautiful and the quality is really good. So I really enjoyed this one. Charlotte Tilbury also came out with the Face and Body big powder highlighter, but I don't like it. I did review this highlighter, but I definitely don't like it, so I don't recommend this one in case you're wondering why I'm not mentioning it. And I have one Gucci lipstick to recommend, and I've been wearing this Gucci lipstick in a lot of my recent videos and a lot of you love it. So first of all, let's take a look at the packaging. I think that this Gucci lipstick is absolutely worth the investment, especially now during the holiday season, because it has a lovely packaging, but at the same time the color is very beautiful. And I think that these are all of my recommendations for the Sephora VIB sale. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and a huge thank you to anyone who is using my affiliate links. This means so much to me. A huge thank you for the support. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.